Hello everybody, I'm the Carbon and this is my car. This right here is my Iron Golem farm. It's pretty simple. Here's my little 3-tick thingy going as usual. See, I use that thing absolutely everywhere. It's insane how useful it is. But yeah, boom, 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 boom. And that activates the little trapdoor there for the iron, or for the, for the iron golem, no, for the zombie to look at the villagers. But I will also be putting in a blueprint on why this is the design I went for. Golems can only spawn within a certain range of it, and every 30 seconds the villagers check if there is a golem around. And if the golem is outside of that range, it doesn't count as being able to be seen by the villagers. The diagram will show you exactly how far they have to be down, and I would say you actually have to make it 3 lower because, you know, the golems are tall. They're 3 blocks high, so whatever I believe they can see them even at the top of their things. But, yeah, it's pretty simple. You just have the villagers right here. This is the lowest point of which a golem can spawn, about 3 down. See, hey there. And with this design, there's only this center strip that's not really being used, and it only takes. And I'm doing all this in a survival world, so I really don't want to rebuild this. But you can just let's see if I could just get a good vantage point. So yeah, that's the design. That is literally the entire design right there. It's so simple. I know people like the ones where they put the villagers underneath the thing and all that type of stuff, but this one, it gets so much iron. It's just ridiculous. I can't give you an exact number, but it's, other than those like 3 seconds right there, that's all the difference. So, what's it, 10% loss, I guess, because it takes 3 seconds for them to fall down the thing out of the 30 seconds. Eh. And the zombie's right there. The zombie was actually pretty annoying to get up, but it wasn't that hard. I just made a little bubble column, pushed him in, pushed him all the way over, trapped him, locked him, and so he's just there forever. Name tagged him, can't forget that. And when it comes to the villagers, I just basically rode them into that area. They can't get out because of the walls. And then I pushed them all the way over to here and dropped them in. It's also very, very easy. I built this pretty high up, so that made things a little bit easier. And there should be another golem appearing right about now. Huh. Every once in a while, for some reason, there's a delay. I don't know why. But, weird. Anyway, but yeah, they're just here. And the golems, they get pushed by 3 things of water. It makes it so much easier when it's only 3. But this is the maximum area of which they can spawn from the villagers. I could make another one of these pods on the other side. There you are. What took you so long? I could make another one of these pods on the other side and have this thing completely isolated, but all those have slabs on top of it, so the golems can't spawn over there. But it really doesn't make any difference. Like, the odds of them missing at this point are pretty low. It wouldn't make a great difference in a single person survival world. Now, that's how far I had to go down to make it so they are no longer counted towards the cap. Again, I'll have a picture showing you exactly how far that needs to be. I've been making out little diagrams for all these things, and he should not be counted as being seen by the villagers anymore. And it's only one thing of water there, one thing of water there, pushing him all the way to the center, and he eventually dies. And if you want to see how well this thing actually works, it makes 2 rotten flesh. I guess some zombies fell into the water, maybe following after the golem? Saying, hey, a golem, let me attack the golem? But yeah, the 2 water streams come up almost perfectly to where it's just right here, which is pretty good. Hi, how you doing? But no, I have them all being taken off. I have all the flowers going into here and all the iron going into here. And it's a pretty decent amount. I didn't do this right because it comes to here first and not to that one. But I was making all this off the cuff. But I expect that it's going to fill this within a few months. So iron solved. For all those people who say that iron farms are too OP now, let me show you something. Let me show you something right here. No, not that one. This is all the iron that I've gathered from underground. There's like a handful of that, and I would say there's probably like another stack of blocks, maybe? No, maybe like 2 or 3 stacks of these that I've gone before that I was using for. No, not that, I didn't have that. I got the iron farm by that. But just for making like the chicken farm here, the cow farm for the hoppers on that, and a couple basic iron tools. And that's it. That's all I've been able to find. And everybody's just like, oh, you're probably strip mining. It's easier just to go into the caves and everything like that. No, this is after. Well, here's a little bit of strip mining because I was looking for coal because coal is also ridiculously hard to come by nowadays. Alright, this is my primary cave. It has been almost entirely searched out. There's probably a couple I've missed here and there, or, neglected because I was lighting up the place, so I wasn't on gather mode at the time. But this place is massive. It just keeps on going forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. And I find almost no iron in this place. This entire cave system is nearly completely mined out. I know I'm going to find one somewhere where you're like, oh, there's one. But there's just not enough iron anymore. Iron is, for how much you have to use it, is actually rarer than frickin' diamond. Because I have like a stack of diamonds, and I only have a stack of iron blocks. I have used more diamonds. Well, I haven't used more diamonds, but yeah, I just don't understand why they do it. And then there's copper. The horrible copper. Yeah, I knew I would find some during this. Oh, look, 1. I literally got 1. And with a fortune... what is it? Fortune 3, I literally just got 1. Yeah. But there's a few more over here. I might as well grab them. 15 more. Which means it was only 14 more, but still, it's bad. Like 15 is almost nothing, and then there's stuff like that which you don't even want to go get because it's so freaking high. But 15 is hardly anything when it comes to iron. Like, I just built another warts farm, and I just used soul sand and put a whole bunch of hoppers underneath it because hoppers can actually suck through soul sand because soul sand is technically a couple of pixels lower, so it can actually grab it. That used 3 stacks. I made it 8 by 3 with the two sides. Yeah, I can just show you. So this is what I made right here. So there's 2 sides. Wow, I spent a little bit faster than I was expecting. And each of these are 3 by 8. So 24. So 48. Plus this one right down the center all the way to here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 50 right here. That's 50. So this is basically 1 stack of iron, or yeah, 1 stack of iron right here. And 24 times, or 48 times 5, that's a lot. This took about 4 stacks of iron. This is the simplest little farm ever, and it took 4 stacks of iron. So if I didn't have an iron farm right now, let's just run over here, put this away, this would be gone. 1, okay, almost gone. Half of that would be gone. This makes 9 stacks, so it would take half of this right here. And you would constantly be like, I don't want to use the iron because I just don't have enough. Meanwhile, my diamonds, I have all the diamonds I need. I never need to use diamonds ever again. I just went to the end and got this stuff and these, and I still need to put mending on that. And that's about all I need for that. I mean, it's just like, there's honestly no reason never to build your own iron farm. Here's the snow. Here's a snow farm. And a couple of other little things. This is for, as soon as I find a friggin' mangrove swamp, this will also be good for, what is that called? Propagules. Yeah, because you just need the leaves for the propagules, which is kind of cool, actually. But, yeah. It's just so stupid. I would probably... Oh, I've made a couple of these. These are made from that, so another 3 blocks off of that. Okay, or another 6 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the other block would be enough to get rid of it. And Endermen are always coming into my base. That's the worst part about having like a completely open base like this. They just walk in and start screwing with stuff. But yeah, and this isn't even mentioning this iron. I'm absolutely certain that this was after I made the iron golem farm, because look how much iron is in here right now. Just all of those hoppers. That's like, let's see, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 160 iron ingots used for just this one row. and I have 4 rows. That definitely, absolutely takes out all of my iron. And these are just like simple, basic things. This one is a little bit more friendly because, you know, these are the hoppers right here. I'm using I'm using rails, so they actually just come down to here. And yes, this works. 30 long. That was good timing. It's not collecting anymore because it's completely full. Well, that's kind of a waste. But yeah, these pistons alone, that there's a stack of iron in these pistons. There is no way I would ever be able to find that much iron within this area, within my starting zone. I would have to super strip mine because, like I said, I basically got all the stuff that's actually in the caves below me. And the caves below me go ridiculously far. I think they actually stretch all the way underneath those and all the way past those trees. It's huge. It's a massive cave system, and yet I have almost no iron from those cave systems. I have been keeping this right here as a log of all the iron I've made since I've finished my iron farm, and there's nothing. And I've been caving, and I've been strip mining, and I've been doing everything, and it's just not enough. And yeah, why is this one so much different? And I have iron that goes into here and everything, and there's also iron that goes into things kind of like this thing has a piece of iron in it and all that other stuff. And it's just, if I didn't have a iron golem farm, I would never be able to build anything. Thank you for watching. I am the car bum. Now get out of my car.